Hey y'all, it's Team Junkyard Dog, and today we're starting another video simultaneously while I'm filming my Tyrone video. But this video is about That Didn't Hurt, and here he is. That Didn't Hurt is our 3-pound Beetle weight bot. He's got a stainless steel wedge. We're going to try direct drive. These are just the motor mounts. It's not finished. We're in the process of a reconfiguration. He only weighs 2 pounds, 5 ounces. So that leaves us over 10 ounces of play. And with 5 days, only 5 days left before we go to Miami for December destruction, we decided to weaponize it. And here is the plan. I was digging through my toolbox and I found this right here. This is a little Stanley pry bar, which is made out of tool steel. And we're going to cut this right along this seam right here, making a flat asymmetrical blade. And then what we're going to do is we're going to balance this to find the center, drill our hole for mounting, and then we will make sure that we have true balance with our little DIY balancing rig, if you saw the video from before. And then we're just going to take this drone motor, which is an old like Walkera Tally H500 motor with a 30 amp ESC, and it's all going to be ran with this 12 volt battery, or 11.1 to be exact. And all we're going to do is we're going to mount this motor right here to this stainless wedge. That way the blade will basically be on like this. It'll be like a sideways helicopter, and anybody who comes up on this wedge is going to get choppied a couple times at least. I'm sure the motor is going to be the weak point. It's probably going to fail, but why not? Let's have fun. Nothing to it but to do it. Let's get her done. Okay, so the first step in turning this blade into a weapon blade is, you can see how it's got this crazy little hook end on the end. We're going to cut it right here to where all we have left is the flat piece, which is going to give us our asymmetrical blade. So let's go ahead and cut that off. Okay, that was easy. Time to balance it and find the center for the hole to drill out. Okay, so now that we have our blade, what we have to do is find the balance point. We need to rest this on something and get it to balance so we know where to drill our hole, so we're close to balance when we go to mount this. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this copper pipe right here. I'm just going to kind of clamp it in place with my clamp, and then I'm going to put the blade on here until, on top of the copper pipe until I find center, and then we'll mark it. Now that it's balanced somewhat, see if we can stop it from rocking. Looks like it's favoring the backside a little bit, so we're going to slide it forward just a nugget. And that looks pretty close. So this is about where the center of this pipe is. Notice when you work in the garage, there's a lot of abouts. We're just going to go like that. So then the next step, we're going to measure, now that we have our little dot here in the center, we want to make sure it's centered this way as well. So we're just going to kind of measure this out, and we're going to have the measuring tape go through the center of our dot. We can see that this is just about an inch exactly, so we'll just come to the half-inch mark right here, and this is where our center is going to be. X marks the spot. So now all we have to do is drill a hole there. Once we drill a hole, then what we can do is we'll put it on our balancing mechanism that you saw on a couple previous episodes. And then once we get it balanced, then we can mount it to a motor and spin it up and see how it does. There you have it right there, a hole drill, and now we have an asymmetrical blade for That Didn't Hurt. So not only now is he a punching bag, but now he can throw a few jabs of his own. Let's get this thing installed. So now we're in the process of weaponizing That Didn't Hurt. You can see here's his weapon blade on the motor, and we just put the motor mount holes in the top of his wedge. And Carter is now getting out the motor mount screws and the washers to mount the motor to the wedge so we can reattach it to That Didn't Hurt, and then we'll wire it up and see if it all works.
Oh, let's do it.
I was born up in the mountain, raised by an old grizzly bear. I was born up in the mountain, raised by an old grizzly bear. I was fed by Mother Nature, and I breathe fresh, clean.
Okay, Carter, show us what you got. Let's see what you're working with.
We got the weapon, or the old pusher.
That Didn't Hurt is now officially weaponized, soldered up, wired up.
And ready to go.
Y'all ready to do some testing?
Let's do this.
And how cool is that? It is official. That Didn't Hurt has a weapon. He's going to throw a few jabs instead of just being a punching bag the whole time. Carter, what do you think about That Didn't Hurt?
We might win. Well, it's a slight chance if we have the, spinners, like Minotaur or whatever. But if we have that, we might win. With 3 points.
So he thinks he's got a fair shot, which the way the weapon's designed, we should have a fair shot against any drum spinners or egg beater type bots, but hopefully competition is low. That's our best hope. What do you think?
What all we got?
Are you excited?
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
We only leave in how many days? It's what, Tuesday? Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. 3 more days. December destruction. Woo! That Didn't Hurt and Tyrone. Team Junkyard Dog out. Woo!